Hey, Winnie Anderson here, of course, and I am broadcasting on YouTube and not in Facebook because they won't let me. Long story on that, but I'm in jail for 30 days. So today is Content Co-Creation Day in my Facebook group, and I just want to talk quickly about the importance of creating what I refer to as proof elements and promoting those types of content everywhere, and especially having them on your website and on your key social media platforms. The reason is because when your prospects are out there searching for a solution provider and they find your website, or they hear about you, they discover you in some way, one of the questions that they have is, why should I work with this person? And they're looking for proof elements, proof of performance, proof that you can do what you say you can do. So we're talking about things like case studies, position papers, white papers. There are actually several different types of proof elements, and I'm referring to an article that I wrote that I'll be posting on my website as well. So first of all, there's visual proof. Those are the things like badges, certifications that you've completed, and you have those badges somewhere on your site. There are also images, logos of companies that you've worked with, organizations you've worked for. They are logos of places where you've appeared. I've had articles appear, excuse me, on ducttapemarketing.com. I was quoted on CNN.com. So those, I've been on the radio, I've been on TV. So those logos are on my website to show that, hey, these people thought I was a smarty. So anytime you see an image, your brain makes conclusions based on that. So that's why visual proof is so important. You might see people who, I've been in groups where people share a snapshot of a check they got or things like that. Those are all proof elements that relate to whatever it is that they work on. So because we are primarily visual creatures, most of us, those visual elements are very important. So things like, think about your doctor. When you walk into a doctor's office, that person has on typically a white lab coat, or they're in scrubs or something that says, I'm a doctor. They have their diplomas up there. So visual proof elements often serve multiple purposes, but that's a very broad category of visual proof. Then there is what I refer to as results-based proof. These are the results that you produce for your clients. So it might be that maybe you're a coach and you helped a client make a lot of money and they share a check, right, with the number on it. Or they have some stats. They started out at one place and then you help them achieve X. And again, whatever proof, often a visual is a great one, or you do a little case study or something that indicates these are the statistics, it's the results that you've produced. So of course, multiple proof elements, the better, and one type of proof element that falls under multiple headings is always awesome. So another one is achievement-based proof. And of course, I have a second monitor, that's what I'm looking at. So this is something you've accomplished. Again, back to the certifications. If you've achieved some kind of recognition, you won an award. I created a sales kit that brought in $400,000 worth of new business in 4 months, but it also won a silver prize in the International Davy Awards. Those are prizes that are awarded for small business marketing, right? For when the little guy goes up against the big guys. That's hence the Davy Awards, right? When David's hit Goliath with the rock and slayed him. So achievement-based proof, that's very, very helpful. Because it shows that you have maybe walked the same path as your clients, or that you've been able to achieve something. And of course, it's something that provides you with credibility. It elevates you. big part of pre-selling, right, is elevating you in their eyes. Third-party proof, this is where an outside organization makes a claim or supports your claim. So like the Gallup organization, or they've done surveys, or Nielsen, or something like that, some Harris, some kind of, or Forrester even, right? More are popping into my head. Those support the claims that you make, and they show that it's not just your opinion based, it's fact based. So especially if you have linear thinkers as clients, which is what I am, then you want to make sure that you share that. So third-party proof it also can become the pictures on websites that share sometimes social proof factors as well. So social proof is the idea that when people are uncertain, that they look to others for indications. So if you have a lot of people on your newsletter list, you've seen this on famous sites like Content Marketing Institute. It will say, join 70,000 of your peers, right? And that makes people say, well, if 70,000 people are on there, I should be too. So it encourages them to feel confident about stepping forward. Credentials, these are your diplomas, certifications, badges, those kinds of things. They, again, are proof elements that you have the kind of training, the study, because really buyers don't know how to buy. They, especially when they're looking for a solution provider. So we look for things like Better Business Bureau, A+ rating. We look for those kinds of endorsements from other organizations, and these can be credential focused, right? You want a board certified doctor, for example. So those are just quickly some proof elements. You want to make sure that you are benchmarking your clients, and you want to clarify where they are emotionally, as well as where they are, statistically. Where are they in, what can they do, be, or have now? What can't they do, be, or have now? And then after you've worked with them, what can they do, be, or have now? And then how do they feel? Because we make decisions based on emotion, right? So if you work to achieve some outcome with people, I was just talking to a friend who is a 6-figure business coach. So that's awesome, right? So she takes people from 5 figures to 6 figures. That's great. So you're going to benchmark where people are, and then you're going to do a case study that says, hey, and in 8 weeks I hit 6 figures, right? That would be a great bit of proof that backs up claims that you make. So these are, and of course I have notes, that's what I'm looking down at. You want to think about those emotional as well as the tangible, intangible, and tangible statistics. Make sure you're benchmarking. And then another thing that you can also do to help you recession-proof your business, but more on that in another video, is you can offer a deeper level of work to help people achieve greater outcomes, right? So as you're creating content, today's content creation, co-creation day in my Facebook group, you want to make sure you're really looking at critically at your marketing content and your website, and do you have the kind of proof elements that are going to help you in a big way, and that your potential clients are actively looking for. All right, that's it for now. Get out there and get working on your content. Make sure your plans are ready for the coming week and the coming quarter that we just started today, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye for now.